Hey everyone, this is Bruno with the National Weather Service in San Diego, bringing you a quick update for this week's weather. Before we move on to the forecast, we did actually get some rain over the past couple of days, mostly light except some local higher amounts up in the foothills and the coastal mountain slopes, a couple of locations measuring several tenths of an inch locally above half an inch near crestline in the San Bernardino Mountains. Most coastal areas only received a few hundredths of an inch, and there were a couple of isolated locations in Orange County, for example, Garden Grove, and San Diego County, notably Oceanside, that picked up a little over 0.2 inches as well since Saturday night. For a full list of 2-day rainfall totals, you can go to our webpage at weather.gov/San Diego, and you'll find those up top in the headlines section. May gray has been in full swing over the past few days. Highs have stayed only in the 50s and 60s for most areas west of the mountains. But we are going to be seeing a change over the next couple of days. Tuesday and Wednesday will be significantly warmer, especially out of the deserts. Highs nearing 100 degrees over there in the Coachella Valley. And over in the valleys, highs mostly in the 70s, locally some 80s, potentially in the Inland Empire, and a little bit cooler out towards the coast with highs mostly in the high 60s at the beaches. So still pretty chilly. Still going to be looking at some night and morning low clouds, but nowhere near as extensive as the past few days. Here's a look at the highs for Wednesday. As you can see, very similar to Tuesday, very little change, perhaps a couple of degrees warmer for coastal areas, and pretty much the same for most of the valleys and the deserts as well. That warm-up is going to be short-lived. We'll have cooler weather on the way by Thursday. Temperatures lowering by about 5 degrees for most locations. Temperatures dropping mostly into the 60s and locally the 70s, especially in the Inland Empire on Thursday. Highs also descending out in the deserts, staying in the 70s in the high desert and dropping into the high 80s to low 90s in the lower deserts. The other thing to look out for this week will be some periods of gusty winds depending on the area. Namely, we're going to be looking at the coastal waters, the outer waters, more than 30 miles out. We'll be looking at some gusts between 20 and 25 knots, mostly in the evenings, and that will be Wednesday through Friday. At the same time, we'll be looking at west winds strengthening again across portions of the mountains and deserts, especially those desert slopes and east-west facing passes like San Gorgonio Pass and the I-8 corridor in East County. There we could see some gusts between 30 and locally up to 45 miles an hour. On Wednesday and Thursday particularly, minimum humidities during the afternoon will be quite low in the range of 15% for portions of the deserts. So that combined with the gusty winds will result in locally elevated fire weather conditions as well. So remain fire aware if you're in those areas. That's all from us. Short briefing today. Enjoy your week.